everyone, welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. My name's Kenan, I'm the GM for this campaign. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki and I'm playing Clover.
Hi, I'm Jordash and I'm playing Varian. Hey guys, if you can't get enough Top of the Round, either with our old campaign and this new campaign, head over to patreon.com/Top of the Round and subscribe for a bunch of amazing goodies for your ear holes. And a shout out to Sammy and Wyatt for joining us in between campaigns. Welcome to the Patreon family. Shout out to our executive producers, Ray and Jermaine.
Hey guys, do you love Toter, but want more than just pumping it into your ears? Do you want to wear it? Do you want to live it physically? Well, you can't do that because Ishnar's not real. But you can wear it. Go to toterpodcast.com and click on merch, and then scroll and buy things, and they show up at your house and you can wear them. That's how it works with physical merch items. Or you can gift them, but another person would be wearing it, so they're still being worn. Anyway, go do the things. Bye, guys.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for your reviews this week. If you have not left us a review, please do so. Podchaser, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, because it helps us pop to new ears. If you want us to succeed, please leave us a review. It very much helps us out. That being said, thank you so much to everyone that has left reviews or ratings for us this week. Mystery Reviewer on Spotify, thank you. I don't know who you are, but if you tell me who you are, I'll shout you out. In addition to that, thank you, Renee, for leaving reviews on our episodes and on Podchaser. And thank you to Raymond, Corey, and Renee for leaving a review on episode 3. And thank you to Minnie Fallow for leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts. It is greatly appreciated. Please do the thing so I can speak your name upon my lips. Next week, we pour so many hours into the show weekly. It only takes a few minutes to nominate us. There is an award show called the Crit Awards that is on Twitter right now. We do have the form in the show notes. If you would like to fill it out and nominate us, we would be super honored. It would be amazing. It also only takes a few seconds to leave us a review, and both of those things help us thrive. And we really appreciate it, because this is what we love to do, and we would love to do more of this for you. Thanks, guys.
Have you ever listened to this show and thought, wow, I'd like to send these guys something? Well, you can. If you head over to wherever the thing you want to send us is, and put it in a package or envelope, and then write White Raven Studios, P.O. Box 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota 55014, and put the appropriate postage on said package or envelope, and put it to the mail, it can come to us in the mail, however long the post office takes to get it there.
Please make sure to check the show notes below, as there are many triggers to be warned about. Thanks. Let's check in with our resident newscaster, Justin, to see what happened last time.
I just wanted to say thank you to Ray for buying a card for me from the shop online. I was able to find that is hosting my cards, toterpodcast.com, and you click on the merch, and they were so gracious to let me list my cards there, and someone bought one, and his name's Ray, and thank you, Ray. I'll make a card that thanks you for buying my card. This is Justin with Justin. I guess I should at least somewhat embrace this. It's at least giving me ideas for my cards. This one's pretty good too. Could do something about sorry about lying to you. Now you're dying to get well soon. No, that won't work. So there was these people, I think was from the group that Varian took the horses from. Well, not Varian. Reuben took the horses. And then Varian took them from Reuben. But the group that had the horses didn't recognize their horses, and Varian sent them ahead in the direction they actually wanted to go, which was kind of a bad idea because they wanted to go that way. But Clover didn't want to go that way, because she didn't want to go back to Grace, but she wants to go back to the city that's right next to Grace, without going back in the direction of Grace. And then it turns out that my greeting cards aren't the only plants that are dangerous, and not dangerous in the way that you'll pee yourself laughing from how well they're written, but dangerous in the way that they'll rip your body apart. So that happens to the group that Varian lied to, which is why I feel like there's an untapped card there. Lied and died. Something. I'll workshop it. But so, Varian and Clover kill all the plants, and then Clover tries to help the remaining half of a person that's still there and alive. But then I'm pretty sure he's already dead, or close enough to dead, person gets a strange black halo over their head that cracks, and that's all there was. It was very weird, and I don't know how to make that into a greeting card. Back to you, Kenan.
Thanks, Justin. Our story continues now. We left off with Clover trying to console a dying man when things started to happen. Clover,
That's me.
that is you. You see his shadow get really dark and then expand into about a 5-foot diameter circle, which you are currently kneeling in, being right next to him.
Oh. Okay. Do I have a moment, or am I interrupting and I need to shut up?
You are interrupting. I will give you a moment.
Okay.
Shadows start to spill out of his gaping body and form the parts of his body that are missing. And as you see all this, you start seeing hands reaching out of the radius that you're in and trying to grasp at bodies. So some of them are trying to grasp at you, some of them are grasping at the guy that was laying there. What would you like to do in this moment?
Can I try and push myself backwards, abruptly surprised? She is shuffling backwards as quickly as possible.
Roll a reflex save.
20.
That was the DC.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Jesus, fuck.
Alright, so as you shuffle backwards, one of the hands barely misses your ankle, and you shuffle out of the shadowy radius. And the body that's laying there slowly starts getting dragged into the darkness, and then the radius starts slowly closing.
Does Varian see this shit?
Probably. Roll a perception check. You roll it really high.
97.
26.
That's pretty low for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it.
Me being more familiar with death and death-related accessories. Do I have an inkling of what's going on? Is this a new phenomena for Varian?
This is very new for you. This doesn't typically happen when one dies.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I figured, but I thought I would ask just for the clarification.
Yeah.
All right.
Clover's jaw is just dropped staring at this.
As it started, Varian would have probably drawn his bow really fast to shoot at it, and then squinted at it as it started to recede, and Clover got away safely, staring at it with just the most what the fuck look on his face. I'm gonna wait for it to go away, because it seems like it's in the middle of fucking off.
It is in the middle of fucking off. Takes about 10-ish seconds for the shadow to completely close up.
Can I say she gets to her feet and both her hands are on fire in a defensive stance?
You can stand up, roll a flat check
Sure.
for your fireys.
I crit failed.
Your hands are not on fire.
Okay.
But you stand up.
Okay. Alrighty then.
You are once again basically alone on the road outside of Varian.
She's staring at the shadow pool
It's gone.
where it was
Okay.
and breathing quickly.
Varian will stow his bow, and still being on his horse, maneuver over to the other horse and grab its reins and start bringing it over to where Clover is standing.
Okay. She's still staring at the ground without her gloves on.
I don't know what that was. Get back on the horse. There seems to be a cart coming. Hold up.
What? Did you just see that?
I did. We don't have time to react. We can do that later.
We can react later?
Yes.
Varian? Did you see that?
I did.
It tried to grab me and pull me in.
I'm glad it missed.
Do the shadows want me too?
I didn't have a chance to ask.
Neither did I.
The shadows have your bounty. They want the 4 plat.
He knows those shadows need money.
Okay.
All right. Clover is going to walk over, grab the reins, jump on the horse, and then look like she's remembering something and quickly pull the gloves out of her pockets to put on. Are you looking at her hands at all?
No, I'm more focused on the cart that's coming.
Okay. She does that.
I'm assuming from the direction of Gehenna.
And then she's going to pull her hood up while holding the reins tightly again, this time shaking slightly because that was a lot. That was a lot to go on.
Alright, Varian will position himself so that when the cart approaches, if they start moving forward, he would be between the cart and Clover.
Okay.
I'll make her walk on the outside.
She's not side-eyeing you anymore. She is going with you, still breathing heavily under her hood.
Varian will start to usher her and himself on the horse forward, away from all this kerfucklery.
Alright, as you guys start moving forward, at what pace do you guys move forward?
A simple trot.
He's setting the pace, I was going to say. She'll follow suit.
It takes a few minutes for you guys to cross paths as the cart driver isn't going fast either. As you guys cross paths, he will tip his hat towards your direction. Clover, roll a perception check.
27.
You see that this cart is full of saddles and bedrolls and bags. There's a few staffs in there.
Do I see mine?
What'd you roll again?
27, bitch.
27?
27, bitch.
I'm not familiar with that modifier. One of these staffs looks kind of familiar.
Clover stops her horse.
That's my staff.
What?
That's my staff in the cart. It's my staff.
Am I familiar with this gentleman's attire? Was there any hint of allegiances adorned to his visage?
He's wearing like regular tunic and pants, but they are of higher quality. They have been dyed black, and the seams, they use a golden thread.
Varian will turn about his horse and go alongside this gentleman in his cart and go, excuse me.
Oh, hello.
I must warn you up ahead there. We just crossed a scene that appears to be, I think, the plant creatures that have been attacking people, and what looked to be a group of, I think, were bandits.
Are those creatures still there?
No, they were. I finished off what was remaining, so we could pass.
Oh, you looking for work?
No, more answers. Which direction? Did you come from Gehenna or somewhere else?
I stopped at Gehenna, so I guess, yeah.
Did you come from the Wind Kingdom by chance?
Not recently. Before I was in Gehenna, I was up in Rapture.
Do I know Rapture?
It is a town in between Gehenna and further north. You haven't been that far north yet.
Okay. I see. Where did you get all of this stuff? Are you a merchant?
Very perceptive.
Where do you get your wares from?
I purchase them from the towns I visit, and then upcharge them to make a profit.
Do I see my bag? Because she's looking at the cart pretty intensely.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, failed.
No, you don't.
My companion was looking at one of the staffs you had. Could you stop and maybe we could peruse your wares?
He squints at you. You got money?
I have gold, yes.
Alright. The mechanical beasts that were pulling his cart power down, and he steps off the bench that he was sitting on and walks over to the back of his cart.
Varian will dismount his horse and follow the gentleman.
Clover hesitantly dismounts as well.
He hops into the back of his cart and fishes out the 3 staffs that he has. You said you're looking at the staves, miss?
And the bags?
And the bags. He sets the staffs down and collects the 4 bags and lays them out in a line on the back of his cart.
Are they mine?
All 4 of them?
All 4
Are
of
any of
them.
them mine?
I take out my bow. Are they mine?
The bags don't look like yours, no. There's one that looks very similar, but it's too new.
Oh, okay, got it. Clover just kind of points at the staff.
That staff?
That one I picked up in Love.
Love. Where's that at?
Up north, close to the border of Grace.
I look over at Clover.
Her eyes are wide.
Did you pick up any bags there, too?
I did not know.
How much for the staff?
3 gold.
I look at Clover. Like, you better be worth it, kid.
Yeah, she's worth 4 plat.
Still an investment, technically.
Would you be able to offer a small discount? I did clear the way for you from creatures that surely would have torn you to shreds.
Clover is nodding.
You cleared it for me.
If
Specifically.
If I wasn't there to clear it, you'd be
Dead.
probably getting ripped apart right about now.
Screaming.
Roll a diplomacy check.
22?
I guess. For your services. 2 gold, 25 silver.
How about we call it 2 gold even?
Roll a diplomacy check.
17.
Lowest all goes 2 gold, 15 silver.
2 gold, 10 silver.
Jess said the lowest all goes 15.
I think you can go lower.
He starts to pack up his stuff.
I look over at Clover in sort of a way that would indicate murder.
Do I pick up that vibe? I need to know. Do I pick up the vibe?
Roll a perception check.
That's a natty 20.
Yeah, you pick up his vibe.
Her jaw opens and she shakes her head.
I'll pay you back.
Fine. 2 gold, 15 silver.
He stops packing up his things, swivels around, and extends his hand for a handshake.
I'll shake his hand, I guess.
Got yourselves a deal.
Reach into my bag and pull out 2 gold and 15 silver.
All right, he'll take the money and then hand you a staff.
I will take the staff and then immediately hand it over to her.
She smiles and takes it, looking really excited.
Now, I did kill the ones that were there, but I don't know if there's more nearby, so I guess be cautious on your travels.
Appreciate the warning and the effort you went through to clear the road.
Varian will give a very forced fake smile. Have a good night.
Well, thank you. You as well.
You too.
He-
I want to kill him.
He tips his hat towards you, Clover, and then starts packing up the bags and the other 2 staves.
Clover skips a little and goes back to her horse and climbs on.
Varian will get back to his horse, mount it, and turn about again because he was facing the way back they just came from. So now he's facing towards Gehenna again. And we'll start trotting along and usher for Clover to match him.
She follows, chews her lip a little, and then holds her staff out to Varian.
Thank you. Do you want to hold it since it kind of belongs to you right now? I can pay you back really soon as I get my bag. But I want you to know that I really appreciate the fact that you paid for it for me. That means a lot.
Keep it. I don't want to hold it.
I just thought I would offer because you paid for it.
You heard what he said, right?
Yeah.
That's your staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got it from Love.
I wonder if that was the name of the town I was in.
He said it was outside Grace.
So that makes sense.
So you didn't go very far.
I thought I did better.
So now we have a destination. If your bag's still there.
I would like to check if you're willing. Otherwise, I'll go by myself. But I still have to pay you back, so maybe you should follow me.
Okay. Let's just get to Gehenna for now.
Isn't that what we're doing right now?
Yes. One step at a time.
So you're just describing what we're doing?
Sure.
Oh. I lost count of how many people I knew.
Why not start again?
Is it really that important to you?
It might be. You never know how important these things can be.
Well, you were nice enough to get me the staff, so I'm gonna start again. 5, 8.
Varian's gonna look at his cloak.
As you travel towards Gehenna, you start to see a large crack in the ground get wider and wider and wider to where you can almost not see the other side. And then in the distance you see a very large bridge kind of connect the part of land you're on to the horizon.
And I know to cross this bridge to get to Gehenna?
Yes.
Okay. Is there guards on the other end of this bridge to welcome people in, or?
There are guards on the side you guys are on. You can't see the other side.
But I've been to Gehenna before. Once. Am I familiar with their checkpoint crossing and what that entails?
Yes, you know that there's guards stationed on both sides of the bridge, both requiring either papers or bribes to cross.
How much were the bribes? Because I'm sure Varian paid them last time.
Total, you spent about 5 silver for both.
Okay. 5 silver. It's not too bad. This girl's gonna owe me a lot of money.
Yeah, good thing she's worth a lot of money.
She already initially owes me 4 plat for not turning her in.
Wow.
Plus the 2 gold and 15 silver. Now another 5 silver. Alright, well, we're just gonna keep a tally here.
That's a big crack.
I am a child. Okay, when we get up there, don't give them your name. In fact, come up with a different name. Just in case they ask.
What should my name be?
I don't care.
What's a realistic name?
Anything except Clover.
You not own, Flower?
Flower. You could go with Juliet, unless you have something better.
I got it.
Oh boy. We will approach said guards on this side of the bridge.
Okay. They hold their hands out for you to stop and approach you guys. Business?
Seeking rest for the night.
He looks you up and down, looks over at Clover, looks her up and down. Names?
Varian.
Juliet.
I got it. Don't worry, I got this. Use this the name I gave her.
She decided it was a better idea.
You look familiar. And he's looking at you, Varian.
I did come through here about a month ago.
Ah, that's right. You didn't have papers. You paying again?
Yes.
He holds his hand out.
So I gave him, what, 2 or 3?
Roll a recall knowledge using your society mod.
Ooh, that was a good roll. 21?
You remember last time you gave him 3?
I will give him 3.
He pockets the change. You're free to cross.
Thank you.
I'll go to follow.
He stops Clover.
I'll reach back in and pull out another 3.
How generous.
He kinda is, isn't he?
He looks over at Clover. You're free to cross.
Hey, thank you.
We cross. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Damn it. I was like, please just let that slide for both of us.
Alright. What do we see, Kenan?
A bridge.
As you cross the bridge, you start seeing airships. At first look like they're just floating in the air, but as you get closer, you see that they're docked to large towers, and there's a massive statue of what looks like a humanoid with bird wings in the center that towers over the rest of the city. It's about close to 1,000 feet tall.
It's pretty tall.
So this is a huge city.
Yes.
What is the state of the weather?
The weather...
His night.
It is still currently night. Slightly cloudy. Snow is steadily falling now. You can't see the bottom of the canyon if you were to look over the side of the bridge. And as you get closer to the other side, you see torchlights on either side of the bridge. And a couple torchlights on the cliff face. And anything else? I'll need perception checks.
22.
28.
You both see on the cliff face that a man-made path zigzags down it, and along the path there are the occasional hole that tunnels into the cliff face. Some of them have been boarded up, some of them are still used, it looks like. You also both see a group of about 10 dark leathered clad humanoids. These ones look more hunched over. Their posture is horrible. They have what looks to be a mold of their face as a helmet, but the helmet is missing ears, and it looks like their mouths are sewn shut.
Creepy.
The fuck? Okay.
And are they walking across the bridge to
They're-
leave the city?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna pass them.
Yes.
Gross. Okay. Well, we have no other choice. There's nowhere else really to go other than jump off the bridge.
How far away are they?
About 150 feet.
Are they okay?
Do I know anything about them? I have no idea.
Clover trots a little closer to Varian.
I will continue across the bridge.
As you guys pass, roll perception checks.
22.
29.
You both see for a moment there looks to be the shadow of a seventh person, but you don't see a seventh person. And any loneliness you might feel vanishes.
She is gonna squint over, trying to see whatever isn't there.
Varian feels a little lonely,
Well, you don't anymore.
so he can guess what's happening from his
Probably.
previous experience. He doesn't say anything out loud, though.
As you guys pass, I'll let your perception checks slide a little bit longer. The entire squad stops, and they all in unison turn their heads at you, Clover.
Okay. In an aggressive fashion?
No,
Just in a creepy
just in a
fashion.
creepy fashion.
Clover pulls on the reins in an abrupt motion and looks back because she's not sure why they're all looking at her.
Alright, after a couple moments pass, they look forward again and start moving.
Come on.
Do they look like Archon?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll follow Varian.
You haven't seen this kind before, but they all have very similar aesthetics.
They got the same vibe.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay. Right here.
You continue across the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
get to the other checkpoint. Business.
Rest.
Names.
Varian.
Juliet.
Papers.
I'll reach into my bag and pull out 4 silver. Because I'm assuming I gave him 2 last time.
He takes the 4 silver. You're free to go.
Thank you.
And he stops Clover.
That was for both of us. That was both of our papers.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Ha! Natty 20.
Oh, you're lucky, bitch. Fine. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Continue into the city.
Alright, you guys enter into the city. At ground floor, it looks like there's a bunch of houses. They're not super nice, but they're not shanties. You see most of the city has moved up vertically instead of expanding out. And there is a staircase to your guys' left and right that lead up to the top of a wall where it looks like you can go up further into the tower to catch a airship to one of the other quadrants of the city.
Whoa.
Is there stables?
There is a stables. It doesn't look manned by anyone, but there is a wooden beam that other horses are tied to.
Is there any signage that says anything?
Nope.
I think we just leave our horses here.
Is there a sign that says that?
I don't see one, do you?
Clover is going to make a point to look around with her eyes squinted.
Nope. I do not.
Do I see anyone that looks like they might be some sort of employee or knows something about the goings-ons of the stables.
You don't see any employee-looking NPCs, but you see city folk.
I will stop a city folk. Anyone, doesn't matter. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Do you know the deal with the stables? Do we just tie our horses there, or is there someone we check them in with?
Just leave them there. Who would want those things?
You're too kind. Thank you.
Make sure you clean up. You're pretty stinky. Not gonna lie.
Thanks. I've been traveling.
Clover sniffs her shirt.
He kind of waves you off as he continues to move forward.
Alright, Varian will head over to the stables with his horse
Clover follows.
and dismount and tie the horse's reins to the beam with all the other horses.
Clover does the same with her staff under her arm.
Okay.
Right, we should find an inn.
How do we fly in those things?
She's staring at the sky in awe.
I believe that is a possibility. One that probably costs money.
How do we get there without flying then?
Hardcore parkour.
Can you climb buildings?
I mean, I can try if you're being serious.
No. Let's find somewhere you need to rest. And apparently I need to clean myself up. Okay, come with me.
I am.
Alright, so Varian will start walking into the city and looking for signage for any places to rent a room.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
29.
As you walk further into Gehenna a little bit, you do see a sign for a business district pointing to your guys' right. You also notice that your cloak is laying very heavy against your back, and it's not the wispy it once was.
Varian will make his way towards the business district.
This place is huge.
Yeah, it's a city. I think it's the capital.
Who's the statue?
That's Azrael,
You say that like I should know what you mean.
the god of death.
That seems like a complicated job.
I wouldn't want it.
Me neither.
Do I see any inns?
You are not in the business district.
I said we were going there, so why aren't we already there?
As you continue to walk,
Kevin's like, I haven't thrown enough fuckery at you yet.
you come to a large wall with one set of very large stairs leading up to the top of the wall.
That's the way to go?
Potentially. There's no other way to go.
Well, if the arrow is pointing this way and that's the only way to go, then clearly we go that way.
It's clear to most. Going up the stairs?
Yeah?
I'm following, even though I am the tired girly.
Alright, you guys make the trek up the stairs, and it looks like there is a small line waiting for a platform that is connected by these 4 metal cables that lifts them into the tower.
Whoa.
I was hoping we would have reached an inn by now.
This place is cool.
She yawns again.
The walkway on the top of this wall, if you went to the left, it would just lead you to the statue, or the side of the statue, where you could sightsee, and then to the right is this small line of 3 people.
Well, I suppose we should wait for whatever platform thing.
Okay.
Alright, as you guys get in line, roll perception checks.
17.
33.
Clover, you see the first person put in a couple copper and then get lifted up by the platform. And as they get lifted up by the platform, another platform lowers. Varian, you see the second one hold up a bracelet that's around his wrist that has this glowing blue trinket on it. And then he gets lifted up into the tower up above. And as he gets lifted up, the first platform lowers. And the third person puts in a couple copper and they get lifted up as well. And then that second platform lowers.
Okay. How many copper did they put in?
3.
Okay. I will reach into my bag and take out 3 copper and hand it to Clover.
Hmm?
Does the platform look like it can hold more than one person?
No.
Okay. Stand there. Put in the 3 copper.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Mhm.
Clover hops on the platform, takes a deep breath, and puts in the 3 copper, because this is new.
Alright, since it's taking you a little bit longer than the others, the first platform lowers before you go up.
Alright, I will get onto the first platform and put in 3 copper while she's putting in 3 copper. So we go up at the same time.
Okay. Alright, you raise up into the tower. There is nowhere to go but to the airship. It is more of a waiting area though, so there are love seats, very cushiony couches, shelves full of books.
Okay. How big? How many people are in there? What's the vibe?
There's about 10 people in there right now. They're all just chit-chatting, waiting for the next airship to get ready to leave.
Clover is going to wander towards the books.
Okay.
What kind of books do I see? Shut up. Be nice to me. What do I need to roll?
I don't even know.
You want me to roll an intelligence check?
Yeah, just roll an intelligence check.
15.
You see some older leather-bound ones. You see newer ones. Can't make out any of what the titles are.
Okay. Clover is going to stand there and tap a finger to her lips a few times like she is studying the titles. And then she is going to turn around and look for Varian.
Varian is standing there with his arms crossed, like, where the hell's this stupid thing? I just want to get to a room.
Alright, you guys wait about 5 minutes, and there's a semi-loud buzzer
Clover jumps.
letting everyone know that it's time to board. And people start funneling towards the airship.
Come on, Clover. Come on, Juliet.
I'm Juliet.
And Clover is going to follow.
I'm Juliet.
I'm Juliet.
I crit failed.
Oh no. He
That's
comes
good.
like I wanted
No,
somebody to
no one
notice.
noticed that.
Alright, you guys get onto the airship.
How is it? What's it like?
It looks like a normal water-faring boat,
Mm-hmm.
but it has a large blimp attached to the top of it instead of sails. There's no captain's quarters that would be on a normal boat. Instead, it looks like there is just a second cabin, if you will.
Like a regular ferry, is there an outdoor space where you can look over?
Most of it is outdoors. As you're stepping onto the airship, you're on the outside of it. There is a lower deck, but you guys haven't gone down there yet. To the back of the ship, there are what look like large metal contraptions that you've never seen before, and they're glowing a bright blue.
Clover is going to find an open space on the outside. I'm guessing there's railings.
Mm-hmm.
Are they shorter than her? How tall are the railings?
2.5 feet.
Okay, she's gonna run up to an open space on the railings and grip it with both her hands and be looking over, fascinated.
Looking down at the ground, see people meandering throughout the city streets.
How windy is it?
It's not super windy.
Okay, is Varian following her?
What, over the edge?
No.
No, he's standing there on the deck just waiting for them to move to wherever the business district is or whatever.
Clover is completely enthralled by what's happening.
Over, roll a perception check. Varian, you'll automatically notice it.
Wow!
His face isn't over the edge looking
I
down.
guess that's fair. 20.
20. Alright. You hear the metal contraptions in the back start rotating, and the blue glowing part of it is now facing down, and the airship starts lifting up, and you guys start going further up, up, all the way up.
All the way.
About an extra 500 feet, and then the metal contraptions slowly start rotating again, and you guys move diagonally forward. Clover, as the airship moves up, looking over the side, you see the infrastructure of what is lifting the other segments of the city off the ground. And in between these support braces, there's small walkways. You can see the metallic shimmer off of mechanic humanoids carrying different crates. You also see a large blue glow emanating from the base of the statue that is facing the entrance to the city. You get a calm but almost eerie vibe from the city, and then dock at the next dock, and then there's a loud buzzer after a couple minutes once everything's locked into place.
Clover jumps again and then quickly moves towards Varian.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
This is the best date. Well, it's not.
Alright, okay, come on. We need to get off.
I'm right here.
Okay. Varian will lead this child to the exit.
Alright, you guys get to the exit and you're immediately on ground level from what it looks like. There's no stairs or elevator you have to take. To your guys' left, it looks like there's a tavern. To your right, it looks like there's more of a restaurant-ish type building. Roll perception checks.
32.
19.
Varian, you see a sign for deliverance, and it has a little picture of a face with Z's coming out of it, pointing to the back right.
Okay. I'll look at that and go, this way. Come on.
I literally never stop following you.
I will head towards the... Follow the sign.
Guys follow the sign through this section of the city and reach a large black stoned Gothic building with a dark wooden sign variant. You can see it says Deliverance, and it's spelled with an I-N-N instead of actually how you spell deliverance.
Is this it?
I think so. Can you not see what the sign says?
I can see it.
Then why are you asking?
I just wanted to make sure.
Huh.
Mm.
I'll make my way to the building, to the door.
I follow with my staff.
Okay.
Staffy staff.
Open the door and go inside. I should clarify.
You guys just stand
I
outside.
follow.
Alright, as you enter, the door makes a clanking sound like there's gears turning in it. And there is a large for you, Clover, Varian, it's about your size, mechanical humanoid minding a desk.
Whoa.
Okay. I'll walk up to the desk.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How's your evenings going?
They're there.
You're really tall.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Varian just blinks. Can we get a room?
I would hope that's what you want. That's what I offer.
It is.
1 or 2?
1 room.
Oh. 5 silver.
Varian just looks perplexed by that O. Like, what the hell do you mean by that?
He means nothing.
Varian will fish out 5 silver.
It will be extra if you plan on staying more than the night. But we can cross that bridge. And he kind of winks at you, Clover.
We just
Can we get
crossed
to it?
the bridge.
That was the joke.
Oh, you were joking. Sorry.
He hands you a key.
Thank you. I look at the key to see if it has a room number on it.
Yeah, it says 34G.
Varian just looks at that and then looks around to see if there's a hallway or something to start going down to.
Roll a perception check.
It's a waste of a natty 20, I feel like.
We really know where that room is.
There's a door to your left that says A through C, and then a door behind this mechanical humanoid that says DEF, or D through F.
Def. Def Jam.
And then by the staircase to your guys' right, there's a sign that says G through I.
Thank you. And I'll start making my way towards the staircase.
Clover follows, kind of deliriously tired, but looking kind of peppy.
Alright, you guys go up the staircase. There are 3 hallways, each labeled with a corresponding letter.
I would like to get to where the hallways are and then look over at Clover and go, alright, 34G.
Mm-hmm.
Lead the way. And then he's gonna smile.
Can I...
I love you.
Are you testing trusting her right now?
Yeah, you've been pretty sus. He watched you walk over those books and pretend to look at them.
How am I doing?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, boy. That's a 15.
You recognize the H, so it's a 50-50.
So, which one is to the left, which one is to the right?
You don't know, you can't read.
So, do you want me to roll like a d2 to see which way she goes?
Sure.
Okay, so 1 is left, Kraken is right. We go left. I get it by a fluke.
She heads down the hallway labeled G.
I'll follow her.
It was 30 what?
34.
Okay, I look for 34.
Okay. She goes to door number 34.
Here you go.
Huh. I'll open the door.
Fluke.
Alright. You open the door. It is a very nice looking room. There's not a lot there, but what is there is of higher quality. The bed is a queen size actual mattress, lots of pillows, nicer linens and comforters on top. There is just one bed though, 2 side tables, and a little what looks to be probably a bathroom to the right of the door.
Do you want to go clean yourself up first?
Clover's frowning at the bed.
Why are you displeased?
No. Okay, I'll clean up first.
She squints at you.
Okay.
Okay.
She kind of takes a few steps back and then goes to the bathroom.
You go to the bathroom to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Varian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over to the opposite wall, set my stuff down, start to think about who that was on the bridge, because I definitely felt one less emotion.
Okay. You notice that the cloak isn't functioning like it once was. It is normally very light and it looks like a normal cloak until you activate it, but it is still very black and shadowy colored. Right now it feels very heavy and doesn't move quite like it usually does.
Okay, then I'll probably just mostly be thinking about the person on the bridge that was invisible but still cast a shadow and took away a certain emotion, and wonder why they were staring at Clover.
Clover, are you taking your time or are you trying to like speed clean to go to bed?
She has a lot of thoughts, so it might take her a little bit longer, but she does straight up wash all of her hair and everything. She's also really hurt and sore and has a gigantic bruise around her throat, so she takes an extra minute and puts back on her tunic and pants and leaves off her shoes, but she puts on her gloves.
Okay.
And then she's going to exit the bathroom with her overcoat over one of her arms and her hair kind of pulled back a bit. And then, depending on if Varian looks at her or not, he might see things.
I'm not paying attention, I'm just waiting for you to come out and so I can use the bathroom. Because apparently people don't like it when you smell bad. So I should probably clean myself, I guess.
Clover is going to wander out and blink at Varian.
Do you want me to sleep on the floor?
You can have the bed.
Really?
Yeah. Are you done in the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go clean myself up since apparently people don't like when you smell bad.
Yeah.
And I should probably at least wash off those wounds I got from those stupid plants.
Clover kind of blinks around. Is there like a med pack or anything in the room?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, if there was a med pack, I could help.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Clover passes Varian and collapses on the bed.
Varian will go to the bathroom and look at the stuff to try and figure out how to clean oneself up.
We're a perfectly normal pair.
Ah yes, this perfect human bathroom for human usage. I'm very familiar with all of this.
All right, roll an intelligence check.
7.
The metal spout in the wall is still dripping a little bit of water, so you can assume that it can be turned on to clean oneself. You don't put together that the bar of soap next to the tub is what it's used for.
Alright, I will go and splash myself to clean myself. And think that rinsing myself off with just water will be sufficient till my skin is free of impurities. Or something, I don't know.
Okay. So you're in there for a couple minutes trying to figure out how to turn on the shower. Finally get it on.
Finally, I get it on.
While the shower is going, Clover, what are you doing?
She is...
Episode 4, Varian gets it on.
She is going to slip under the covers and lay there on her side, thinking about the last 10 hours or so and worrying about many stuff and things. But she is really fucking tired, so I don't know how well she's staying conscious.
Roll a flat check.
That is a 7.
As you're laying there, contemplating the recent events of your life, there is suddenly a very familiar looking man hunched over you with a black halo that's been cracked, and then you jolt awake as Varian's shower turns off.
Okay. So, how long does it take him to get out of the bathroom?
That's up to Varian.
I don't know. He doesn't know there's anything more to clean himself up.
Would you...
Dry off.
or just put on your clothes after getting immediately out of the shower?
Do I notice the towel and can put together that I should rub my body with it to clean it off or to dry it off?
I'll roll another intelligence check.
We're so normal.
Crit fail.
Alright, you think the towel's just for decoration?
It's weird.
Oh my
Who
god.
decorates a room with cloth like that? Is there a window behind it? It's just a weird curtain.
Oh, Varian struggles.
So I'll put my clothes back on and head out of the bath.
Clover is sitting in bed, hugging herself and breathing heavily.
Right, now that we're both clean, shouldn't you be resting?
Right? Yeah. Let me try that.
Clover is going to hunker back in bed and lift the covers over her head.
Alright, roll a flat check.
Okay. 15?
Okay.
Wait, Clover, before you sleep, can you answer me a quick question?
Under the blanket.
Varian will outstretch his damp arm towards her. Do I smell clean?
Clover! The blanket is going to go down her face and you're just going to see green eyes staring at you and blinking.
You see Varian standing there in damp clothes.
Okay.
Hair, water dripping from his hair.
She pulls the blanket down all the way, and I mean, honestly, you would probably notice that on the right side of her face, she has a scar that goes from her ear kind of down her cheek, but you didn't see it earlier because it was covered with hair.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this a joke?
Do I not smell clean? I put water on.
Hold on, I need a second. Clover is gonna just stare at you and quirk her head to the side.
Did you use soap?
What's that?
Are you okay?
Was there a faucet for the soap?
Clover's gonna inhale and get out of bed and pat you and gesture to follow.
Okay, so I didn't clean right?
No. She's gonna go into the bathroom, still looking at you, slightly perplexed because she doesn't know if you're just really fucking with her. So she's gonna point at the spigot.
That is water.
That's a faucet.
Water comes out of it. But
Right.
this,
She's gonna point at the soap.
you rub it all over your body to get clean, and then you wash it off with the water. And then
She's gonna look at you and point at the towel.
The decoration.
you dry off with that. It's a towel.
The decoration.
It's not a decoration. Who are you?
Okay, so I rub that on me
Yeah.
and my clothes.
No! You take off all your clothes. Not in front of me, okay?
I wasn't gonna do that.
You take off all your clothes, and then you get wet, and then you rub the soap all over you and the stinky parts, and then you get wet again, and you rinse off the soap and the bubbles, and then you dry off, and then put your clothes back on.
Okay, so there's the water. There's the soap. There's the towel.
That's a towel.
Where are the bubbles? You mentioned bubbles.
The soap makes bubbles.
How does it do that?
Look! Clover is gonna turn on the water, get her. Well, she still has gloves on.
Put your hand under the water.
But I haven't taken my
Put
clothes
your
off.
hand under the water.
But I haven't taken
I
my
am
clothes.
showing you. You can do the whole thing later.
But you said I shouldn't.
I am. This is an example. Are you serious right now?
Put my hand under the water.
Okay, now grab the bar.
I'll grab the bar of soap with the same hand.
Now do this with your
Hands, and she's gonna rub her hands together.
I'll put the soap down and do that with my hands.
No. Pick up the soap and do it with the soap
You s-
between your hands.
You said the hands were together.
Well, I put the soap in your hands, Varian. Now rub them together.
I do that.
Do you see the bubbles?
Oh,
Do you see how it smells nice?
is that what nice is supposed to smell like?
I have so many questions, but I'm really tired. So that's what you do over your entire body. You rub it until it smells like that. And then you rinse off the soap particles in the water. And then after that, you dry off with the decoration. And only then do you put your clothes back on.
I see. And I use the soap on my hair too? Or just the skin?
There is shampoo for hair, but
Do I see any shampoo?
No.
there is none in here. So yeah, use it on your hair. I used it on mine.
Okay, thank you. Go to bed.
Are you... Good night.
She's gonna wander back out to bed, and we'll just, I guess, use my 15 for me going back to bed.
And I will take number 2 and take my clothes off and wet and then soap and then create bubbles and then remove bubbles and then dry with the decoration. In that order, Mr. Krabs.
Okay. Oh, you finished getting properly clean this time, Varian. Leave the bathroom. Clover is asleep. What are you doing?
Going to sit back where I was sitting and think about stuff and things. Yeah, the person on the bridge, who guilt is and why they helped Clover and sent her to me and how they could send her to me in a very Shade Stridery way. And yeah, just gonna think about the things.
Okay.
I'm sussy baka of you right now.
Varian.
That would be me.
About 45 minutes go by, and there's a knock at the door. Do you answer?
Very confused because it's night. We'll head over to the door. Is there any sort of peephole or anything?
There is no peephole, but as you get closer to the door, your loneliness goes away.
Are you gonna double cliff us?
I'm gonna feel the sensation I felt on the bridge, realize it's probably the same person. I'm going to... How visible is the bed from the door when it's open?
Very.
So I'd have to stand to the side, kind of crack it open.
Clover's hair is spilling out the top of the blankets.
I'm gonna move over to the bed really quick, and I'm gonna pull the blankets all the way over Clover and her hair.
Asleep now.
As you do that, there's another knock.
I will turn back to the door and head over there and unlock the door and crack it open and peek my eyes through the crack and go, "Can I help you?" It's
Perception check.
late. 30.
You see one of those hunched over, leather-clad humanoids with the face helmet rotate its head over towards the crack, but there is just one person. You see two shadows. Clover,
Yeah.
you are in a rough stone circle
Uh-huh.
with old-looking wrought iron gates on either side. About a 4-year-old in front of you, and they are currently on fire, and everyone is cheering. And I'm going to end there.
Thanks everyone so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as Varian enjoyed learning how to bathe.
We have social media. Check us out at Top of the Round on Facebook and Instagram, and at Totercast on Twitter, which is X. We're also on Blue Sky at the same handle, at Totercast. We're also on TikTok at Toter Podcast. We also have a website. You can find it at toterpodcast.com. Check us out in all the places. Say hello. We would love to say hi back.
You can judge our popularity by heading over to pornhub.com and typing in Top of the Round. If nothing pops up, then we're not popular yet. You can fix that by heading over to podchaser.com or Apple Podcasts and leaving us a review. Also be sure, if you're listening on Spotify, to rate us. Spotify doesn't tell us that you rate us, but if you tell us, we'll shout you out here on the show. And also the aforementioned other places, Apple Podcasts and Podchaser. We will shout you out here on the show.
Thank you to our Vessel and Witness tier patrons, Grayson, Ray, and Jermaine. Thank you so much to our Apostle tier patrons, Ray, the Apostle of Scorn,
Grayson, the Apostle of Joy.
Tay, the Apostle of Ecstasy.
Artem K, the Apostle of Compassion,
Alyssa, the Apostle of Rage.
Jermaine, the Apostle of Curiosity.
Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness. And hey, we're still missing 3 of you out there. I know you're out there listening somewhere, hiding in the shadows, maybe behind a love seat. But we would love to know what you would like us to shout you out as, so please contact us on Patreon at toptheround@gmail.com or hit us up on any social or Discord.
Or Nikki's phone number is...
No. Thanks, guys.
555-55455. We also have a Discord where you can come hang out with us. Link to that is in the show notes below. Love to have you guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.